Good morning, good evening from wherever you are. Welcome back to the weekly analysis. So, before we start with the analysis, we will look at the economic calendar and see what we are having going into next week in terms of news. As we see right here on Monday, we are having three major news for the dollar. So, everyone that trades on Monday on the major pairs should be careful because these news, I don't know how they react. But for me personally, I don't trade on Mondays, so I'll just stay away from the markets. On Tuesday, from Tuesday till Friday, we're having pound news. So if you trade pound, I mean the pound pairs, then you should be careful when trading around these, news times. And also we're having some NZD and AD news, which will be on Wednesday, on Thursday, right? Unemployment claims, you're having it every Thursday, so keep an eye also on it. And we are also having CPI release for the Canadian dollar on Tuesday. So if you be trading all of these major pairs, then you should be aware from all of these times that it will be happening. There is no news for euro, but as we all know, the euro is paired with the dollar. So all of the dollar news will affect the euro. So if you trade all of the major pairs, you should be careful when trading next week. If you go back to our chart, you can start analyzing them. So on DXY, we saw DXY broke this high, the 105 level. It broke past it and it closed on the weekly and daily basis above it. So going into next week, my bias still remain the same. We are heading to the upside to target this high and also these 110 levels as I called, right? I called this level since price was around this, when price was around this level, I called the price will be coming to the downside, right? And as we saw, prices came here and then from here we dropped, we popped back to the upside. So going into next week, my bias isn't changed. I'm just holding the same bias. I'm just pushing price to the upside. Let me see if I can try and find it and show you guys. Let me see. So if you check right here, if you are in the Discord server, then you should at least have seen this one. If you go to this date, look at the date. It was 18th of December. I said that DXY will be coming to the downside. We were around this level, right? As I showed you on the chart, that level, if you look at the date, October 15th, 2023, if you go back to the chart and if you look at DXY, you see that October 15th was around, was around this level, right? And I called it that we will be coming to this level, and then from here we will see a massive drop to the downside, and then we push into the upside from one of these levels, either from this low or from this low. Target this high and also this high. I said it in the in the image that I showed you right here, right? And as you see, price is just doing its, you get it? Price is doing its. If we go to, where is it, past, Dion's analysis, let me see. There's it, okay? And if you're in the community, then you should be seeing a lot of things, right? You should be seeing our past setups, something like this, okay? All of the weekly analysis that, we do on YouTube after the video, we post them. I post them on, on Discord. So if you're in, then you should be able to see it. Last week, all of the analysis that we said that, we said all of the levels that we mentioned the price was going to hit, were all hit, right? Price came low around these levels, the 50% level, and then from here pushed to the upside, right? It went to this weekly target and so also went right here as we called, okay? If you go to EURUSD, we also saw price coming to these levels around here, and then from here sold straight to the downside, sold massive to the downside. If you go to pound USD, we see that price also came to these levels, and then from here went straight to the downside to the level that we called, okay? If you look at AUDUSD, this one was a perfect trade. Look at the value 66445, right? If you go back to the chart, 66445 on AUDUSD, 66445 on AUDUSD, which was around this level. Okay, we called it, the price was going to come to this level, 66445. It was to the pip, right? Price came there, and then from here, price reversed to the downside. Came to the targets that, the targets that, we were saying, right? Let me show you this one right here. Okay, right here, we said that price was so going to come to these levels and then from here drop to the downside. And as you see, price just did it. Okay, if you go back to Discord and if you check NZDUSD is also same thing. NZDUSD also same thing. Around this level, price was to drop from here or here. And as you see, price just dropped, came to the target that we said that it was going to come. You get it? So, I mean, the evidence is there for you guys to judge. Okay, the evidence is there for you guys to judge. Right here, it dropped and came to the targeted area that we said price was going to come. There's more evidence here. There's more evidence in my Discord that you guys can see that I know how to trade. So all of the levels that I call, you have to pay attention to it. Okay. So let's start with the analysis on DXY. So for DXY going to the next week, what I want to see is for further continuation of this trend to the upside, and we're having this daily fair value gap right here. And if price was to come and trade back into this high again, then we would like to see just some weak rejection from these levels and then from your push to the upside. I don't know which date it will be, but all I know is when price comes to these levels, you will look to buy to the upside. Okay, you have to find your entry. Okay, it's either price will come here or price will reverse around this level, or we may have the same kind of scenario that we had right here. You see, every time price does the same thing, right? It just pops to the upside, consolidates a little bit, and then from here pushes to the upside. So I'm looking for the same thing to happen right here. I'm looking for price to consolidate around these levels, right? It's either the consolidation will be something like this, and then when it gets a breakout, then we buy to the upside. Okay, something like this. But what I know is when price comes to these levels, it's either here or here, then price will be dropping to the downside. Okay, the 104.950, 900. Okay, let me mark it. Okay, these targets is where I would like price to come, and then from there look to push it to the upside. And when price decides to go up, if you're in any buys around that time on the dollar, then you should, you can hold your trade up to these highs, because the long-term idea is that price will come fill this kind of liquidity void around here and also go up and take out this high and also this high. And when price breaks out of this high, it will be massive. Like as we see right here, we see a very massive push to the upside. The same thing will happen right here. Okay, same thing. Look at what price did right here. It took this high and then went straight to the upside. So when price takes out this high, don't expect price to just take it out and then drop. No, no, don't expect this one. Price can easily just continue to go to the upside. You get it? So if you're in any buys around, if you take any buys around this level, you can just hold your trade and target these highs, okay, and these imbalances. So with this scenario now, mind that we will go to AUDUSD and we start to analyze it. So for AUDUSD, going to next week, I would like price to trade into this kind of POI that you're having around here. So my weekly targets are these levels. It's either we get a drop around this POI, or we get a drop from these levels. Okay, we look and see how DXY is behaving, and then we will trade with it. Okay, so if price was to come here, look to sell it, or wait and let price come to these levels and then you try to sell it to the downside. But the main objective is to the downside. If you want to trade buys, then you can look for, it's either you trade this, you wait for price to do something like this, then you trade the buys, or it's either price does this and you trade the buys. That's why for me, I don't trade on Mondays. I will just wait and see how price, how the market closes, and then we can start to look for positions going into the end of the week. You get it? So you can trade the buys, the upside, but the main objective is to the downside. That one you don't have to get strong. I don't know how long it will take for this drop to happen. It can maybe, we can stay around these zones for like a week, and then next week comes, then we drop to the downside. Okay, so the drop can be either this week or it can be either next week. Okay, if you go to EURUSD, it's also kind of similar to AUDUSD. So with EURUSD, we can also see price dropping around this level. If you go on the daily time frame, we're having these old lows and also this daily order block that I would like price to trade into. Okay, so if was price to come to these levels, then you can also look to sell it to the downside, or you can just wait for price to come to these upper regions and then from here look to sell to the downside. But the main objective is to the downside. And if you have seen and if you have traded for a longer time, every time when price drops like this, trading trading the reversal is difficult. Okay, trading the reversal is difficult, so you have to be careful when you're trying to pick the bottom. That's why for me, I said I'm not going to be trading on Monday. I'll just wait and see how price close. You see these kind of candles, they just drop and then it can just continue going to the downside. Okay, it can just continue going to the downside. But for me, I'll rather wait for price to print a bullish candle or some kind of doji candle or something like that that is telling me the price wants to reverse, and then after that I'll enter in the next day, which is Tuesday or Wednesday. Okay, because price can just open, will come down low, take out this previous day's low, and then from here look to reverse to the upside. And then Tuesday we will trade it to the upside. You get it? So just wait for Tuesday and then you see how you can enter into the market. But the objective is to the downside, so around these levels you can look to sell it. But pound USD is also similar to AUDUSD and EURUSD. So pound USD, you're looking to sell the market just like on EURUSD around this level or this level. If you there was this trend line that I was having, this trend line right here. So there's this trend line right here, right, where price would either reject from. It's either price can reject from this level, or it may take some week. A week or two, price will just play around this level, okay, and then we come up, we take out this high, go into this kind of breaker block around here, then from here look to drop it to the downside, okay. But the main objective is to the downside, so any buys that you get around here, look to close full position around, not full position, but let's say bigger partials around these levels, because from here we can look to drop the market, or from here we can look to drop the market too. Okay, so this is the bias and the idea that I'm having for pound USD going into next week and the week ahead. NZDUSD, as I said, also similar to AUDUSD and also similar to pound USD. This one is much similar to pound USD and similar to AUDUSD than EURUSD. So this one you're having this kind of filled order block, right? So this POI right here can be like a flip POI if you trade SMC. Then this one can be a flip POI. So when price comes here, you can look to sell it, or you can rather wait for price to come to the extreme POI, and then from here you can look to sell it to the downside. But the main objective is to the downside to target these imbalances. Let me see. And we're also having this one that wasn't mitigated, I think. Yes, you're also having this kind of 4 hour, daily order block right here, where you could also wait for price to come inside and then from there look to trade the reverse to the upside. But reversals, as always, is difficult, so, and it's also dangerous because you're trying to trade against the trend. That's why for me, I don't mark any buys to the upside. You can take the buys, because why? You can take the buy to the upside, okay, but you just have to be careful. That's why I'm saying don't try to catch the low, wait for Monday to close, and then from there you can look to enter into positions. Okay, gold going into next week, I'm bearish. I'm bullish DXY, which means I should be bearish gold, right? But the thing with gold is, when investors tends to hide their, or invest their asset into something safe, they mostly come to gold, right? And it's kind of making me not wanting to sell gold, right? So although DSY is bullish though, and I should be selling this one, I myself, I won't be going in on gold with a bearish idea, because price can just easily push from here to the upside, okay, to get, to create one more, a new all-time high, right? But if you're bearish bias, then you can wait for price to come to these levels, and then from here look to sell it to the downside, okay, to target these lows and also this kind of POI that we are having around here, okay. We can expect something similar like this. You see something similar like this consolidation, and then again we push it upside, so we can just consolidate around these levels for some time, okay, and then around these levels again we can push it upside. But the lowest that I think gold will be getting next week is these levels, is around this zone, right? And then from here you can look to long it, so you can long it from here, from where price right now, the upside, or you can long it from here to the upside. Okay, that this will be the the kind of idea that I'll be having going to next week with gold. And on the 4 hour, we're also having this kind of POI right here that you could look to buy from if you think the price will be going to the upside straightforward. But for me, I'm bullish bias because I'm expecting EURUSD to kind of push to the upside this week. So I would like to see price either come down, take out this low out first, and then look for some kind of rejection, and then continue high. Okay, my first profit level will be around this level, and then from there we see what price will do. Okay, and this price action is also similar to the price action that we got right here. You see, we even took a trade on this one. Let me try and show you guys if you see it. Let me check it. If you come to past setups and if you go to gold, when was it? Let me see. Let me search gold. Oh, when was it, man? Let me check the date. It was 11th of April. So it should be around this level. Oh yeah, it was here. It was here. It's here. Yeah. So this is a trade, right? So I even sent it in the Discord. So that's what I'm saying. If you're not in the Discord, then you're doing yourself a disservice. So you should be in the Discord because I also sent tweets and ideas in the Discord. Okay. I will even show you another idea, some idea that I shared. So for instance, this one code I sent it out. Look at the date and time, right? I sent it out. That price was going to the upside, was going to go to the upside. And if you come back to the chart right here, you see the price came down low. Look at the date and time. Price came low around this level, right? We bought it around this level with the members. We bought it, and then price pushed the upside. The target zone was around this level, 2377, right? I kept on updating you guys right here, right? Price tapped it, and at long last, price hit the take profit level and even went to the weekly target that we said price was going to go. You see it right here, 2,400. And if we come back to the chart, you see the price also came to the 2,400 level, which is around this level, right? So price came there, and then from there, we saw a massive drop from there. And that's the reason why I always put these levels there, because they kind of tend to, when price comes there, the chance of price reversing is high. Okay, that's why I put them there. So don't just look at them and be like, oh, it's just a level. No, it's not just a level. Okay, silver is similar to gold. On silver, you're having this kind of daily 4 hour order block right here, where you could look to buy from. But with how the candle is coming down like this, I'm not going to step in and try to sell it. Just like I said, for me, I would rather wait Monday, see how price action will react. If we come down low, right, we may see some just continuation to these levels to come for this low, or we may just see some reversal from here to the upside. First profit level will be around this level, and then you can either continue like that, or we can just drop from here to the downside. Okay, but for me, I'm bullish silver and I'm bullish gold. But with how the price action is looking right now on silver, I can be bullish, but I'm not that very bullish like how I was last week. You get it? So that would be it for this one. No, it's similar to gold, man. It's similar to gold, but I'd rather prefer gold than trading silver going into next week. Okay, I'd rather prefer gold than trading silver next week. Okay. So let me show you the Discord. So for instance, if you're in the Discord community, what you can get, what you get is this. You get updates. For instance, let me show you all of these, these things. I sent them out in the Discord community. So you should have, you would have been able to get all of them when, if you were in the group. I get it right here. I told you guys to also keep an eye on pound card right here. Look at the date and time, April 10th, 8 5, right? Look at the position, look at the level. I told you guys to keep an eye right here, right? And look at what happened. Price just came there, and then from there we saw a drop to the downside. And this level where I said price was going to come, right? Look at the level. If you go back to the charts and if you look on pound cut, let's go to pound cut. Look at the level, right? Price just came there and just tapped it perfectly. So all of these things, you can get all of them in the community. That's why I'm saying that if you're not in the community, then you're doing yourself a disservice. So I will really like urge you guys to really join the Discord community, and then from there we will all grow together. Okay, I think that will be all for now. And if there's any trade idea or anything, I'll try to update it and send it to you guys on YouTube. Okay, and also I'll be doing trade recaps, so I'll send them also on YouTube for you guys to watch, because last week we took very good trades, so I will send them because some people have been requesting for me to do them. So I'll be doing it, and then I'll be sending them in the, in Discord and also on YouTube for you guys to watch it and learn something from it. Okay, but that will be all for now. If you have any question, as always, I'll be putting my links in the description. Just join the Discord and ask the question. Ask me straightforward, or you can just ask the question to me via my socials, or just send the question just in the comment section, and then I'll try to answer it. We are trying to, I'm trying to do my best, and I'm trying to also help you guys, and I really hope that you guys really appreciate it, and also you guys capitalize from it, because if you don't capitalize from moves like this, moves like this, moves like this, I don't know how you'll be able to capitalize on anything else. Okay, so take advantage of this opportunity and join the Discord community, and we will all grow together. Once again, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.